If you see me muting a lot, it's because I got a bad head.
So if you didn't hear that, Bobbitt's got a head cold. Welcome to Kicking It Onside, everybody. You're fine, Bob. You're good. Just mute. I'll call on you. How's everybody doing tonight? You see that I'm a little cut off and Rayshon's a little cut off on the stream. Okay, no, it's all right. We'll get into tonight. We're going to talk about college football. The debate is still out there about whether or not Cincinnati fucking deserves to be in the college football playoff. They don't, but if you do, please let me know. Let us know in the chat, and we'll discuss it. We'll talk about the NFL this week, of course, and how wrong the NFL is on how their power rankings are done because they are fucking morons. And I'll explain that when I give my power rankings compared to theirs. Um, we'll also talk about I'm not going to talk about COVID anymore because I don't fucking care. The only one that's on COVID protocol is Ben Roethlisberger, and everybody's worried that he's not going to play. Well, if he is asymptomatic and tests negative, then he can play on Sunday. He has until Saturday. If you're a Steelers fan, breathe. We as Packer fans had to go through this.
Yeah, almost every.
I ain't too fucking worried about it. We'll talk about this week's games. Um, is there any real disparaging news? So injuries, the big injuries, and most of them were with Green Bay this past weekend. I don't know about any other injuries. The only injuries that I've seen are Aaron Jones, Whitney Merciless, and Rashawn Gary. I have an update on those injuries, as many of you may have noticed. We will talk about I will give my power rankings. I will give the NFL.com's power rankings. But that being said, let's get into it. And we're going to start with the game on Thursday. And I know Heather is. I'm shocked. The Dolphins suck. They do. They're really a bad team. But they showed up and punched Baltimore right in the fucking mouth. They did what Baltimore usually does to other teams. They had done to them, and that old adage reared its head any given Sunday. It was Thursday, but you understand what I mean. Any given Sunday. 22-10 was the final, right? I'm gonna let Heather go ahead and rant about the Ravens, and then I'll correct her on some things because I know she's wrong. But it's okay. But go ahead, Heather.
Sorry, just OBS is starting to freak out on us, and I don't know why. Anyway. Because it's OBS. But yeah. Ravens didn't show the fuck up. They tried, but they didn't.
Tried, but they didn't.
Yeah. Honestly, and with the latest news.
Okay. You want to talk about the release?
Yes. Rashad Bateman.
Rashad Bateman got released?
Le'Veon Bell got
released. Le'Veon Bell? Okay.
Got released.
Mm-hmm.
Why they released him, I don't know.
I can tell you why. I told you why. Well, Marcus Murray is back. He was out. He was hurt.
I would have gotten rid of Brown before fell.
Why? He's a first-round pick. You're wasting money on a guy. Look, Marquise Brown can catch the ball. He's really good at vertical routes, which is why they got him in the first place. They got him as a vertical route runner, and they got him as a kick returner. Well, he's not doing either of those things. They keep having him run over the middle. He's a small guy. He's going to take a hit, and he's not going to catch anything. So that's the way that they're using him is wrong. I don't care what anybody fucking says. Go ahead.
I agree. They're not using him right, and it doesn't seem like they're going.
But that's not on Marquise Brown. That's on the coaching.
And it doesn't seem like they're going to use him right. So if they're not going to use him right, why bother keeping him?
Then you're wasting money. You're just throwing money away because that makes no sense. It is what it is. It's still running. It's maybe a little slow, but it's.
Yeah, I was just making sure it was slowing because we weren't moving there for a second. Honestly, what it comes down to is this Ravens team needs to get back to how they were playing in the preseason.
Okay.
And if they can't do that, then their season is done.
Not even playoffs?
What was that, Rashawn?
I said, you don't even see them going to the playoffs this year?
They're going to win the AFC North.
That's about as far as they're going to go, though.
Oh.
Others worried about nothing. It was an anomaly. It was like Green Bay losing to New Orleans.
You say it's an anomaly, but yet they have that kind of performance every week so far. It's just this time they didn't come back and finish the game off.
Coaching.
And it's the Dolphins, so I kind of feel her. I lost the team that, we could have won. So I understand how she feel. Come on, JP. You understand. You lost to the Saints.
I do. It was an anomaly. I've said it. I mean, I get it. It's frustrating. But honestly, if you want, I can tell you right now, if the Ravens were to play the Dolphins again, the Ravens would beat them. They'd kill them. It was just one of those games. It happens in the NFL.
Lamar was quarterback that game?
I'm sorry?
Or was Lamar Jackson was quarterback that game?
Yeah, he was.
He quarterbacked the whole game.
Maybe he was still emotional about retiring his jersey in college.
I don't know. If that's the case, then he needs to pull his head out of his fucking ass. That's all
now.
I'll say. But the Dolphins took it right to the Jets. Or the Dolphins took it to the Ravens 22-10. They just didn't show up and play.
That's all.
I think that was the bulk of the problem. Just give me a second.
Dolphins suck, though. They still suck.
Yeah, they do. They're still not a very good team.
There's nothing we can do about it right now.
All right, so look, the stream is probably gonna lag. There's nothing I can do about it. Just deal with it. Nothing I can do. So the Bills at the Jets. The Bills destroyed the Jets. The Jets right back to their old ways again. The Mike White experiment isn't working. All I'm going to say. Game, the upset of the week, and this is even bigger than the Dolphins beating the Ravens, is the Buccaneers beating Washington beating the Buccaneers.
And I think Chase Young got carried out, right?
Yeah, he tore his ACL. He's out for the year. That's a damn shame. He's a damn good football player.
Yeah.
So he's out. But Tom Brady looked 44 again, people. Woohoo! He's the greatest quarterback ever. He looked 44. And again, the motherfucker, and I have an issue with him in press conferences. He comes out there and he doesn't when Aaron Rodgers does something or plays bad, he comes out and he says, I got to play better. No, this motherfucker comes out and they ask him, "Oh, we have to play better football." Come on, man! You threw 2 interceptions in the first quarter. If Aaron Rodgers was doing that, people would be like, "Oh, Aaron Rodgers is a terrible quarterback. Aaron Rodgers sucks. Aaron Rodgers is overrated." Tom Brady has done it more than Aaron Rodgers has, so I'm just going to say maybe Tom Brady sucks. What's good for the goose is good for the gander, right?
Okay, now.
Yeah. Tampa Bay isn't very good. I mean, they're good, but they may win the NFC South by default.
Yeah.
Falcons at the Cowboys. Falcons right back to where they started from. Cowboys look good on offense. Not gonna lie. Not as good as Green Bay, in my opinion. I think it'd be a good game between the two. The Saints, the Titans, the Saints again showing their true colors.
That was actually a good game, though.
Yeah, the AFC is really not very good this year. The NFC is so top heavy. I just don't see, That's all I'm going to say about that. Jaguars at the Colts. Colts should have won. They did win. Lions at Steelers. Hey, Trek, you didn't win, but you didn't lose either.
He survived.
Steelers, man. Everybody said, "Oh, Ben Roethlisberger sucks." Ben Roethlisberger wouldn't have made the mistakes that. Why in the fuck are they playing Mason Rudolph? He's not that good. I don't think he's that good. I think Dwayne Haskins is better than he is. Whatever. I'm not gonna. But that ended in a tie, so we had our first tie of the week of the year. So there's that. Everybody gets a half a point. Congratulations. Let me see. Browns at the Patriots. The Browns got destroyed. Patriots are legit. I'm just gonna say it. Vikings at the Chargers. The Vikings beat the Chargers. So again, you're looking at supposed to be one of the better teams in the AFC got beat by the Vikings. Panthers beat the Cardinals. Bob it.
Yes.
Talk about that. What did I tell you?
All right. First of all, I need to give a shout out to PJ Walker. Dude looked damn good that game. And Cam was only in there for a couple of shit plays, basically.
Shit plays. He scored 2 touchdowns. What do you mean?
Yeah, he scored them from the one yard line.
Well, isn't that what Cam Newton was known for?
Well, we're easing him into the ways that the offense is now because where he's been in New England for so long. And but dude, Christian McCaffrey played good. PJ Walker looked good. I'm hoping Cam's not the starter next week because I want
Cam
PJ Walker to be the starter.
PJ Walker is not your guy.
I know, but he's been improving.
Bob it. No. Who do they play this next
Compared,
week?
they play Washington next week.
Yeah, you want a quarterback that has experience. Look at what Washington did to Tom Brady last week.
True.
What the fuck is that? Just a second. Just saying, I don't know, man. I mean, you can not you don't have to like Cam Newton starting, but Cam Newton is your best option. It's the best option you have.
Yeah,
Sorry.
I see what you mean, but people on Twitter needs to stop saying, "Oh, we're making playoffs because of Cam."
You're not.
I don't think
Well,
we're gonna.
I'm not saying that you aren't making the playoffs. Once Sam
I
Darnold
mean,
comes
we
back,
could easily beat the Saints.
once Sam Darnold comes back, he's gonna get his job back. Sam Darnold right now is better than Cam.
Yeah, they're talking about Darnold might be out for the rest of the year.
Okay, well there you go. There's that. See, that's
But yeah,
um.
it was a damn good game.
Yes, it was. What was the final score?
34-10.
Yeah, there's your supposed number one team in the NFL. I know they were without Kyler Murray and DeAndre Hopkins, but if they're the best team in football, they'd at least put up some sort of fucking effort, right? Right?
Right.
Right? Okay. I know Colt McCoy got hurt in that game, but not my chair, not my problem. Next game, Eagles at the Broncos. The Broncos. Are the Eagles better than the Cowboys?
You already know that they're the better. I gave it. You
I
already
mean,
know they're the best team in the NFL right now. What are you talking about?
I know they're. I mean, you're trying, but no.
Best team in the NFL right now. But all seriousness, the Eagles are learning. They are learning to run the ball. Jalen Hurts just need to learn how to pass the ball quickly, not hold on to it for so long. Other than that, I think they win 32-13 or
Okay.
30-13, something like
Okay.
that.
Okay.
I don't know what happened to the Eagles defense the first half of the game, but the second half they kind of they kind of stepped it up. They kind of woke up. But Miles Sanders is coming back, so I don't know how they're gonna work that thing out.
That
Are they
it's
gonna
too easy. Do what Green
huh?
Bay do what Green Bay does. You use two running backs. That's what I would do. But that's just me.
Well, hopefully Nick will figure that out and use that strategy and not cut anybody. Because
Well,
yes, they're doing well.
you can't just rely on one running back to carry
Right.
your team. Like Ezekiel Elliott, I mean, they have Pollard, who's his,
Hmm.
who's his substitute. They use both of them. So in Green Bay, Aaron Jones is the better player, but they've used AJ Dillon. They used AJ Dillon out of necessity this week because he hurt his knee. Well, that game's coming next, and I'll talk about it. With the Eagles, like I said, they're young. Give them time. They will figure things out. Sirianni's only been there for 1 year. The players have to buy into the system. Just like Carolina, they have to buy into the system. That's all.
Yeah,
But they won,
they
and they
did
look
win.
good. They look good. They look good. They look like there's potential there. So
Right.
see, next game, Seahawks at the Packers. Now, the first half, I actually love defensive football. I actually was enjoying it, but I would have liked to have seen the offense play a little bit better. Aaron Rodgers looked rusty, but he still looked pretty goddamn good. And he didn't practice at all.
No.
Imagine if he had practiced all week. Just saying.
He was
That defense in Green Bay is legit. It's legit one of the best defenses in the NFL. I'm going to say they're better than the Rams, and the Rams have more weapons on defense than Green Bay does. Green Bay doesn't even have their superstars playing on defense, and they have the third best defense in the NFL. And it's not a defense that they're going to give up yards. They're going to give up some yards, but they're not going to give up a ton. Like, they held Russell Wilson, who just came off an injury, and I understand that he was going to be a little rusty. But Russell Wilson has come back from an injury and played well before. This game, he did not look good, and I think a lot of that had to do with Green Bay. 32 pressures in that game Sunday by that pass rush. So they had Russell Wilson under duress pretty much the whole night, and the first shutout. And me personally, the final was 17-0. Aaron Rodgers looked pedestrian. He looked 37 in that game because he hadn't played for a couple of weeks. He hadn't practiced. I'm sure he worked out stuff. But that defense, man, they aren't giving up points. And look at the quarterbacks that they have faced over the last 3 weeks and how well they have done. They beat Kyler Murray. They held Patrick Mahomes to his worst quarterback statistic-wise, as far as passing yards go, his lowest ever. And then they played Russell Wilson, who is still a very dangerous quarterback. They held probably one of the best wide receiver tandems to only 4 catches. Defense is legit, guys. Do not sleep on Green Bay. Which is why I did not fucking punish them last week. So that gives you a little inkling of who is number one. And I was right. Was I not?
You always right.
I know. Thank you. I'm just kidding. I'm not
Except
always
for
right.
the Eagles part. Except for the Eagles part.
I try to be as close to right as I possibly can. Steelers. That's the Chiefs at the Raiders. The Raiders are done. I don't think the Raiders are very good. I think firing John Gruden, I don't care. It was a mistake. He's suing Roger Goodell.
Oh.
It is what it is. What are you going to do?
Right.
You're destroying the man's character over an email that was leaked. And then the Rams at the 49ers. The Rams go out and get Odell Beckham Jr.
Yeah.
Odell Beckham Jr.'s got to be kicking himself in the ass. You know why he went to the Rams? Because he didn't think the Packers were all in. Okay. You're an idiot. Just have fun playing with Matthew Stafford who can't fucking pull his head out of his own fucking ass. This is the problem Matthew Stafford had in Detroit. He buys into the hype of how good he is, and then he starts playing like a fucking retard. And I said it. He starts playing like a dumbass. Like he thinks he can do everything. And he can do a lot of things, but he doesn't have to. Look at the weapons that he has. He doesn't need to. And he's part of the problem in my eyes from what I see watching them. That's all I'm going to say about that. Rayshawn?
Oh, I was gonna say I think Odell was only targeted like 3 times.
Yeah.
You know,
And he said
wow.
Green Bay wasn't all in because they didn't give him the deal he wanted.
Right.
Why would Green Bay give him? He's still making money from the Cleveland Browns. It was a negotiated buyout. It was a negotiated release.
Right.
So he's getting money. He was paid his money.
Right. So
He was paid something. So it's not like he needs $4 more million in order to fucking play football. If he thinks he's going to win a fucking Super Bowl in Los Angeles with the way that offense played last night, I do not sleep on San Francisco.
nope.
So that's all the games this week. Weird week. A good week for me as a Packer fan, a good week for Eagles fans, a good week for Panthers fans, a not so good week for Heather and the Ravens, but maybe they'll turn their stuff around this next week. Let's get into the college corner. Bought it.
Yes, yes, sir.
Did you pull up the college football playoff top 10?
I sure did.
Well, okay, so let's talk. What game did you watch this weekend?
Uh, I tried watching the Purdue game.
Okay,
I think it was them versus Oklahoma State. No, Ohio State. I think.
okay. Ohio State destroyed
Eh,
Purdue.
eh. Yeah, it was a good game.
No, it
Ohio
wasn't. It
State's a
wasn't a
good
good
team.
game. Purdue fucking got destroyed.
I didn't really get
Wisconsin
to see much
Wisconsin dominated again this week. I still think they're the best team in the Big Ten.
for
They play
sure.
Nebraska this week. Georgia, another big win over another SEC team. Let me see. Florida State beat Miami.
Oklahoma lost
Oklahoma did lose, but I still think Oklahoma is better than Cincinnati. I don't care
for
what
sure.
anybody says. So yeah, give me that top 10, Bob. Let's
All right. Number 10, Wake Forest.
say it again.
Number 10, Wake Forest.
Okay,
Number 9, Oklahoma State.
I think they're up there. Yep, I can agree with that.
Number 8, Notre Dame.
I don't think they're. I don't know. Go ahead, Bill.
Number 7, Michigan State.
Honestly, I think that's where Cincinnati needs to be. Number
Number
6,
6, Michigan.
that's where Michigan State should be.
Number 5, Cincinnati.
That's where Michigan should be.
Number 4, Ohio State.
Yep.
Number 3, Oregon. Number 2, Alabama. Number 1, Georgia.
Yep. Number 3, Oregon. Number 2, Alabama. Number 1, Georgia. Agreed. I agree it's the top 4 right now, but don't be surprised if Ohio State loses somewhere along the line. Somebody will beat them in the Big Ten. Somebody will beat them. Just a matter of when and who. I think Wisconsin's got a legitimate chance. That being said, let's look at the 32. The power rankings for the top 32. That's pretty much it for the college corner. Not many big games this weekend. Last weekend, I think Ohio State plays Michigan State this weekend. So we'll see. They might actually lose to. That might be the game. But we'll see. But let's look at the 32 teams. Just give me a second. All right. I'm going to give the NFL.com version first. Number 32. And this is kind of shocking because I wholeheartedly disagree with this. The Houston Texans are at 32.
Really?
The Lions didn't win and the Lions didn't lose. They haven't won a game yet. They're still the 30. They're the worst team in football.
Right. They should stay there.
Number 31 is the Jets. Number 30 is Detroit. Number 29 is Jacksonville. Number 28 is Miami. Number 27 is Atlanta. And Miami went up one spot. So them beating the Ravens wasn't that big of a jump. The Falcons dropped 7. Washington only went up 2 spots, beating Tampa Bay, who was the second best team according to NFL.com. Chicago Bears dropped 2 spots. I don't even think they played this past week, and they still dropped. The Giants didn't play this week, and they dropped 2 spots to 24. The Broncos dropped 6 spots to 23. The Seahawks dropped 3 spots to 22. Philadelphia up 5 spots to number 21. The Raiders dropped 5 spots to 20. Carolina went up 6 spots to number 19. Pittsburgh dropped 4 spots. I think I dropped them a lot farther than that. I'm not sure. They dropped 4 spots to 18. San Francisco went up 7 spots to number 17. Cincinnati stayed at 16. They had a bye. Indianapolis went up 3 spots to 15. Minnesota went up 7 spots to 14. New Orleans stayed at 13, even though they lost. I would probably switch Minnesota and New Orleans, but Cleveland dropped 2 spots to number 12. I would have dropped them even further. The Chargers dropped 2 spots to number 11. Baltimore dropped 4 spots to 10. The Rams fell 2 spots to 9. I would have dropped them further. That's 2 losses in a row. New England went up 3 spots to 8. Kansas City jumped 5 spots to number 7. Tampa Bay dropped 4 spots to number 6. Buffalo went up 3 spots to number 5. The Cardinals dropped 3 spots to number 4. Dallas went up 2 spots to number 3. Tennessee went up 1 spot to number 2. And your number 1 team this week, according to NFL.com, they got it fucking right, Green Bay. Now, my top 32, my 32 teams are as follows. And I had to change this a couple of times just because. Number 32, Lions. Come on, people. Really? Do you really think they can beat anybody? They can't even beat the Steelers that don't even have Ben Roethlisberger. Number 31, the Texans. Number 30, the Jets. The Jets dropped one spot. Number 29, the Jaguars. The Jaguars dropped one spot. The Dolphins went up 2 spots to number 28. The Giants dropped one spot to 27. The Bears dropped one spot to 26. Washington dropped or went up 2 spots to 25. Seahawks dropped. They dropped quite a bit. 3 spots to 24. The Falcons dropped 6 spots. Nope, 5 spots to number 23. The Eagles, I have at 22 this week. They were at 24 the week before. 49ers at 21 this week. They were at 23, so they're up 2 spots. The Vikings up to 20. They were 22. The Panthers, I think I kept them. No, I dropped them. Nope, they moved up 1 spot to 19. The Colts to 18. Yep. The Broncos dropped to 17. The Raiders dropped to 16. The Bengals stayed at 15, if I remember correct. Nope, they went up 1 spot to 15. The Browns dropped to 14. The Steelers dropped to 13. The Saints dropped to 12. The Chargers dropped to 11 because I didn't have them. Yep, they were at 9. Chargers dropped to 11. The Rams, I dropped to 10, and I had them at 7, so they dropped 3 spots. Then the Ravens, I dropped them 3 spots. The Chiefs are up to number 8. The Patriots are up to number 7. The Bills are at number 6. I dropped the Cardinals to number 4 or number 5. The Buccaneers at number 4. In fact, I'm going to flip that. The Buccaneers at 5, the Cardinals at 4, the Cowboys at 3, the Titans at 2, Packers at 1 for the second week in a row.
At 1.
They deserve to be there. I said it last week. I'm not going to punish them. Their offense, mediocre, but their defense was fan-fucking-tastic. Their defense was fantastic. Do y'all agree? What do you all think of my ranking?
I mean, you had it right with the Eagles at number 1. I don't understand why anybody would put them anywhere else, like 22 or 24. But I mean,
Trying so hard.
nah. But everything your pick, oh God, your list makes sense. I don't know what's going on with the NFL. I don't know.
It does, but I mean, you could probably argue for a couple of other teams. You know what I'm saying?
But you have reasons to justify why you put those things there. But the Texans at 32, do that make sense to you?
I mean, you can argue it.
Nah.
I don't think that right now. I don't think the Lions could beat a wet paper bag. I mean,
Right.
they had the Steelers beat, and I would have put them at 31. But they can't even kick a fucking field goal. It's just
know.
Detroit. It's just bad. They're bad.
I don't know how long. I don't know who's worse, Detroit or Miami.
Detroit. Detroit's
Yeah.
worse. Detroit's worse. So yeah. That being said, Bobbitt, what do you think of the rankings this week?
I I thought he was good.
Okay.
I I agree with the Lions is number one. Carolina number two with Cam Newton. I agree with that too.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, your rankings are really good. In all honesty,
Yep. Thank you. Appreciate that.
10 out of 10.
It's like fucking Full Gear, right? Get the fuck out of here.
Half gear.
That's not. That's. I
Middle
think
gear.
that's. That looks like Alexa's husband. What's his name? Either way. So, all right. Are we ready for the picks? Then
Yes, we are.
we'll get out of here. All right. Thursday night game. You ready? Never heard of it. Then it's Isaac Lindsay. I can't read that. I can't see that far. Either way, I'm waiting on Heather to be ready. She's, Wendy just passed out,
Mm.
so she'll be up at 3 o'clock in the morning. Mm-hmm. So, yeah. Anything you guys want to rant about real quick before we start? Or,
No, I honestly don't have anything to rant about as
okay.
far as football this week.
All right. So Heather is ready. What? All right. The Patriots at the Falcons. Bobbitt, who do you got?
I think I have the Patriots.
I'm going to go with you on this one. Rayshawn?
This is a tough. This is a tough game for me.
Patriots.
I'm gonna go with the Falcons.
Okay.
Patriots now.
After you're going with the Patriots? I figured. Like, what?
Yeah, that's
Heather?
ridiculous.
So, well, I don't know if the chat's going to take a while to catch up, so I'm going to continue on. So, if you guys, and I know the stream is lagging for you guys, please put your picks in the chat or put them in the game picks in the text channels. That'd be great. Sunday games. Here's an interesting one. The Saints at the Eagles.
Eagles.
You're taking the Eagles? Heather? Bobbitt?
Uh, I'm gonna go with New Orleans.
You're going to go with New Orleans? I'm actually going to go with Rayshawn on this
Yeah.
one. I don't know. I don't know what Saints team I'm gonna get. I have troubles picking them, and the Eagles are playing okay football right now.
Yep.
Oh my God, this game! I can't wait for this game. I'm might go in the fucking bathroom and masturbate here pretty soon. The Dolphins at the Jets.
Oh, that's a tough one. You know what? I'm gonna pick the Jets.
Are you? I'm picking the Dolphins.
I'm gonna pick the Jets.
Jets are bad, man. The Jets are
They
bad.
are. They are, but sometimes they be getting these one-off victories, man.
Heather, who you going with?
I'm going Dolphins.
Bobbit, who you got?
Oh boy, it's either shit or shit. Fuck it. Let's go. Let's go Miami.
Okay.
Oh shit!
Here you go, Bobbit. Washington at the Panthers. Who you got?
I'm actually going Carolina with this one, based on what I seen last week. We got momentum now, and I think it's going to carry over.
Heather? Washington and Carolina. Washington and Carolina.
I'm thinking.
Oh, I didn't know if you heard me. Carolina's at home. Okay. I'm going with Washington. It's going to be close, though. This is a toss-up game, just like the Dolphins and the Jets. Rayshawn, who are you going with?
I'm going with Carolina.
Okay. Here's a game. This might actually. We'll find out how good Carson Wentz is. The Colts at the Bills. Who you got?
Got the Bills.
Bobbit?
Yeah, I got the Bills.
Yeah, I do too. Heather? Okay. Next game. Is this the week that the Lions actually cash in? Because they're playing the Browns, who just got destroyed by the Patriots.
You know what? The Browns is gonna win.
The
Yes,
Browns are gonna the Browns will win this game, I think.
they went against the Patriots. After doing a little change in their roster, but it's the Patriots. I think they're gonna bounce back up from that game.
Yep, I'm gonna go with the Browns. Bobbit?
Yes, I'm up for the Browns. I'm not sold on this Lions team at all.
Heather?
It's going to be the Browns.
49ers at the Jaguars. I'm going with the Niners.
Agreed.
Yeah,
Heather?
same here. 49ers.
Reason for 49ers?
Bob, everybody did.
Yeah, I'm going.
Texans at the Titans. The next game we're going to pick. Come on, Titans. I'm picking the Titans.
Right.
Bobbit?
Yeah,
E
Titans.
baby.
Everybody's picking the Texans or Titans.
I was going to say.
Packers at the Vikings. This one is in Minnesota. In Minneapolis, Green Bay does struggle here at times. But I think they have a
Packers.
legit defense. I don't know what Minnesota is going to be able to do in this game. They haven't really shown me much. I'm going with the Packers, but it's going to be close.
Okay.
Minnesota's
I
been playing good defense too.
I mean, wait. Is Aaron Rodgers starting?
Yeah.
He's been starting, right?
Oh yeah. He
Okay.
started Sunday.
Yeah, I'm going with Packers. I don't trust the Vikings.
It's not that I don't trust them, I just don't think they're quite there yet. Heather?
Packers.
Bobbit?
Packers.
Ravens at the Bears. Bears have been playing good defense, but their offense is something to be desired. The Ravens need to wake up. I'm gonna go with the Ravens in this game just because I think that last week woke them up.
Mhm.
I'm going with the Ravens. Heather, who do you got?
I'm reluctantly picking the Ravens.
Okay. She is reluctantly picking the Ravens. Rayshawn?
If she don't have faith in her own team, then I will support that, and I will pick the Bears.
Okay. Bobbit?
I gotta go with Rayshon on this. I just don't think the Ravens are in a good spot at the moment.
They're not in a good spot. They're in a better spot than the Bears.
You could bet
Yeah,
your ass they are. But
but they seem to have a lot of issues at the moment that they can't
What,
seem to
like,
get past.
the issues that they have are what? Give me an example.
The inconsistencies from Lamar Jackson.
Lamar Jackson isn't the problem in Baltimore.
I'm not blaming him. I'm just saying that the offense
But he
is
hasn't been
inconsistent.
Here's the thing. He hasn't been inconsistent. It's the people that are around him that aren't inconsistent right now. This is a coaching thing, and the coaches will fix this. And they're playing against the team that the Ravens match up very well against. So you can pick the Bears. I don't care, but I'm not going to sit here and let you say that Lamar Jackson has issues because it's not him. Lamar Jackson could probably win this game on his own without even throwing the ball. That's all I'll say. Everybody picked?
Mm-hmm.
The Bengals at the Raiders. Going with the Bengals. Raiders are in trouble, man.
I'm gonna
Rayshawn?
follow you. I'm gonna follow you on that one. Going with Cincinnati.
Hobbit?
I'll be the lemming here and follow both of you.
Okay. Heather? Okay. Cardinals at the Seahawks. This will be Russell Wilson's second game back. I think he'll play better. If Kyler Murray and DeAndre Hopkins play, we'll see. If they don't, I don't know. Right now, I'm taking the Cardinals because I'm thinking that they'll both be back, but I don't know. If they're not, I might switch my pick to the Seahawks. Rayshawn, who do you got?
I'm going with the Seahawks. I know we talk about his injury just coming back. Alex Smith came back from an injury and played decent. Dak Prescott came back from an injury and playing a goddamn great football this year. So I'm gonna go with Seahawks.
Okay.
Russell is a great quarterback. He's a good quarterback.
Yes, yes. Bobbit?
I'm gonna say Seahawks, but if Kyler Murray and the other dude plays this week, then I'll probably change it. But for right now, let's say Seahawks.
Okay. Heather?
But I will change if Murray's back in.
Yep. Next game. Cowboys at the Chiefs.
Hmm,
Who you got, Rayshawn?
that's an interesting game. I'm going with the Cowboys.
Bobbit?
I I hate saying this, but I gotta go. I gotta go with the Cowgirls.
I'm going to go with the Chiefs. I'm going to go with the Chiefs. I think the Chiefs have figured out what they need to do. Heather? They look pretty good Sunday.
Um, I'm But
Okay. Steelers at the Chargers. The Steelers just came off of a tie with the Lions. It depends on if Ben Roethlisberger comes back. Right now, I'm taking the Chargers. Bobbit?
Chargers, motherfucker.
That was
Yeah,
enthusiastic.
I agree.
Rayshawn?
I'm going to Chargers as well.
Heather? Okay. And then the Monday night game. The Giants at the Buccaneers. Do the Buccaneers right the ship, or do the Giants get off the schneid? Saquon Barkley has been practicing, so I don't know if he's playing, but he has been at practice. I'm going to go with the Buccaneers. They're going to play angry, but they need to play angry every game, and they're playing a much lesser team. Rayshawn, who do you got?
Well, I'm just going with the Tampa Bay just for the simple fact that on paper, obviously they are the best team. And if Saquon do come back, I'm sorry to say this, I'm gonna sound like a fucked up individual, but he's just gonna get injured. I'm just
Okay. Bobbit?
I'll go Bucks for
Heather?
yeah, I'll go Bucks. Why not?
Okay. And that is it. The teams on bye this week are the Broncos and the Rams, and that's it. So, that being said, that's pretty much it. I'm going to let Heather take over, get the fantasy football stuff, and then, yeah. So, everybody, have a good night. Stay safe. Be well. Treat others as you would like to be treated. And have a good night.
have
And
a
I
good night, Jay.
You too. Heather will be right here in just a minute. So fill in some time.
Awesome, awesome. I can't wait for our teams to cross paths again, Bobbit.
Uh, shit. Yeah, I agree with you, Rachel. Now that we got Cam, it should be a lot better for game now.
Yeah, and I feel like the Eagles is starting to figure out how they should be playing.
finally.
It would be a hell of a
And
game if we get matched up in the playoffs or something.
don't worry, we both going to the Super Bowl. We going to the Super Bowl.
Sure. All right. Well, we've had an interesting week in fantasy football here.
And we,
We're actually going to start from the bottom and go up because that last match, the match that's the winner of the week, is quite interesting. But starting at the bottom, Cody beat Dan Rex 97.5 to 89.3. Then we have NG beating Managerless Team 139.5 to 111.3. And then we have Tomahawk Tim beating Big Chungus Bobbit 144 to 106. Want to talk about that, Bobbit?
Yeah, Kamara went out, and then Tim's fucking defense scored like 30 points. I just had a bad day, honestly.
Yeah, it would seem so. And last but not least, the winner of this week's fantasy league, me,
oh, that was me.
beating Rayshawn 160.1 to 145.5. Rayshawn and I
Oh.
ended up tied at least twice.
Mm-hmm.
At least twice this week we ended up tied. And
We were
then
fighting.
Mahomes took the field. Holy shit, that was a fucking nail biter this week.
Yeah. I was at work thinking I'm really gonna win. I'm gonna win.
Yeah. I thought you were going to also, but then Mahomes took the field.
I'm gonna injure him.
um, but end of the day, it was fun this week with the fantasy football. We ended up losing our external hard drive, so I lost everything, including the prize video. So I got to redo that for you folks, which I'll probably do that tomorrow at some point. Okay. Well, it's your cousin-in-law. Yes, it is, but whatever. So I will not be showing you that video tonight. I will be making a brand new one for our Bubba Awards. But most of you that are here tonight have seen it so many times, you should know what you're getting as far as your prizes by this point. So, yeah, pretty much. With that tie game between the Steelers and the Lions, everybody got a half a point this week. So your scores are going to be blank 0.5 from this point on until we get another tie.
Right.
So, on the panel here, yes, you did. JP did complete shit. He did a 6.5.
Mm.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. But I also did a 6.5. Rayshawn and
Wow.
Bobbitt did 7.5.
Come on, Bobby. Let's talk about it. That's why I'm telling you, we going to the Super Bowl.
And
Hell yeah, boys. Woo!
in the chat, the person who picked the best was Trek with 8.5.
Nice.
And everybody else, Dan Rex and Tim did 5.5. Cody did 6.5. Ryan did 7.5. NG Fresh, my friend, 4.5.
Damn.
And Alpha, you did a 6.5 for last week. So let's hope we all start to do a little better here as we get into next week's games and as we are starting to dwindle down out of the team bye weeks. And moving on here, show you our chart to show where everybody is at the moment. We still got Cody in the lead at 91.5. Then we got Trek in second with 89.5. And then we have Tim in third with 87.5. That was quite the leap this week for everybody. And as I said in the chat, the Twitter chat for all of us, if you're putting your picks in early, please make sure you are following that schedule team by team, because poor Tim would have gotten more points this week, but he missed 2 games.
No.
Yeah, he did not pick 2 games.
Oh.
So you would have done better, buddy, if you just gone in and checked, Tim. So for those of you that are not here picking with us live in the chat every week, you put your picks in either early or you put your picks in on Wednesday night, Thursday morning. Please make sure, because between me working, me streaming over on the Horny Goat, or streaming with Connor, and also taking care of Wendy and cooking dinner and all of that around the house here, I do not always get the chance to get your picks wrote down as soon as you put them in the chat. And sometimes it's too late for me to go in and tell you, listen, you missed this game and this game. Who are your picks? So please, 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 please. I want everybody to have the best chance available to them in order to win these prizes this year because, as you know, they are bundle prizes for the top 3 in the chat. And with Teespring being as awesome as they are with the products they have available, you're getting some pretty damn good prizes this year. So with that being said, everybody have a good night. Good luck with your picks, and we will see you next week.